Coach, a little underhanded, I know, with the, or undermanned on the defensive line. Some creative formations tonight. Kind of what was the game plan up front?
Play the guys we have available. That's our job as coaches. Give them an opportunity, a best chance to be successful. So, play the guys we have available.
Coach, y'all got that touchdown from Mike Wright there in the second quarter, and then Bama kind of pulled away a bit there. I guess just how tough was it to bounce back from that stretch going into the break?
Long touchdown drive. I can't remember if you go with a third and long conversion on that particular drive, but you're not going to be a whole lot of good football teams when you give up a touchdown and then you have an opportunity for a 2-minute drill and you throw an interception the first play and give them a short field. So poor job game management by the head coach. Should have took a knee, went into half, had the ball coming out at halftime. At least you're down 14. Then we're going to halftime down 21. So really poor job by the head coach.
Coach, speaking of interceptions, let's talk turnovers. There were a lot of opportunities where y'all just shifted momentum and gotten those turnovers, and then did have a couple interceptions. Just talk about that.
I'm sorry, opportunities us for interceptions?
No, sorry, two-parters. Y'all had a couple fumble recovery opportunities in the first half. Just talk about how they would have shifted momentum.
Turnovers are critical in this game, right? I mean, turnovers are gigantic momentum shifting plays. And so, I don't know if the punt got ruled a fumble or not there, but they said they came away with it at the bottom of the pile. Obviously, their guy kicked a phenomenal punt. It checked up at the 1, so our first drive started inside the 1-yard line. That's not obviously ideal. And so we're backed up tight punt. We get away a decent punt. Great coverage by the guys. They hit him. I think it was a fumble, but yeah, they came away with it. I think. And then they had the botch snapped, right, where there was some miscommunication. Yeah.
Justin.
They had nearly 200 rushing yards tonight. That was something you mentioned after South Carolina. What do you make of just the struggle the defense has had stopping the run the past couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, 25 carries for 157, and 84 passing. No, I got halftime stats again. I apologize. 189, I think they finished with. I think they finished with 189. All right. Yeah, we got to stop the run better. They're big and physical. They did a good job. I mean, their game plan was run the ball, mix downs first and second down, play action pass off of that, and only really drop back in third down situations. And so they were able to stay on schedule most of the time. We got them into some third and longs, and then. But yeah, we knew coming into it, obviously, and felt very confident that when they saw some of our depth issues up front, it was only going to lead to further 12 personnel game running the football. And so that way we knew it was going to turn into this game, because when you can't put a bunch of big guys out there to match their big guys, they're going to run the football. I mean, that's how it works. So, and they're really good coaches, obviously, so they picked up on that pretty easy.
What were some of the biggest difficulties you guys had in stopping Milrow?
He's just a really good athlete. So, a broken play for a touchdown. I think it was picked up a fumbled snap, I believe, right? He's done that in another game too, actually, for a touchdown. Yeah, he's a big physical athlete. So,
Steve.
Coach, passing percentage and your opponents have been pretty high as of late. What are you seeing in pass coverage that's kind of enabled that?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Pass coverage, it seems like that's been an issue here as of late. Last 3 ball games, your opponent completion percentage has been pretty high. I mean, what do you attribute that to, and what do you see in coverage-wise that's enabled them to have those opportunities?
Being able to extend plays helps, right? So, it cannot be feast or famine. It can't be a sack or an interception or a giant play, right? It can't be that way. You have to be able to contest balls, you have to be able to generate pass rush, and so, but some extended plays where he was able to scramble around the pocket and then it turns into scramble drill. And obviously with an athlete the caliber of Jalen Milroe, right, usually your underneath coverage is itchy to come up on him, because if you sit back and try to match all the routes, he pulls it down and runs for a first down. But you can't trigger up on a quarterback until he crosses the line of scrimmage, because he's obviously still able to throw a pass. And so that led to some long completions there, I think on 2nd and long and 3rd and long.